15 most memorable auditions.
I couldn't lose one of the acts. We've changed it to top 16.
There's never been a Crown Vic Hot Wheels.
Let's make some history. I want to turn it into the ultimate girl race car.
These wings are gorgeous.
We love wings, both chicken and automotive.
Hot Wheels Ultimate Challenge, Tuesday on NBC.
It's 11 o'clock. AmeriGuard Security would like to remind you to set your alarm and check your cameras. Trust only the best. Protect your family, home, or business with 24/7 armed response.
Perimeter secure.
Remember, AmeriGuards it.
Local news that matters. This is KC24 News at 11.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Jennifer Ortega. New at 11, CHP seizes $10.5 million in drugs in Merced County after a traffic stop. Officials say this is the largest narcotics seize in Merced County history. The bust happened on Friday around 1 o'clock on Interstate 5. CHP pulled over a 2014 Kia Soul for a traffic violation and says other factors that led them to believe the driver and passenger were involved in criminal activity. They used their canine to search the vehicle when suddenly the driver hopped out and started running. The Merced County Sheriff's Office assisted CHP in finding the driver, but were unable to catch him. A search of the car revealed 735,000 fentanyl pills, 133 pounds of meth, and 37 pounds of cocaine. The 23-year-old passenger out of Mexico was taken into custody. 5 people have been rescued today from the San Joaquin River in Friant this afternoon. This happened around 1 o'clock, and deputies say someone called 911 saying 5 people needed to be rescued from the river. First responders say they found some members of the group holding onto tree branches to keep from floating away. Deputies say they learned that 3 of the people stranded were riding the river in a canoe and 2 were in the kayaks before they went into the water. After everyone was located, CAL FIRE and sheriff deputies launched rescue boats and were told everyone was brought to shore safely. The Fresno Fire Department was busy today in these triple-digit temperatures that we had. 2 house fires broke out in the city, one of them sending a firefighter to the hospital from heat exhaustion. This was the first house fire on East Madison Avenue. The fire crews say when they got to the area in south central Fresno, a 2-story vacant home was engulfed by flames. According to fire officials, witnesses told them when they arrived that there had been homeless activity seen around the home at the time of the fire.
Did receive reports from the initial reporting party that there was lots of homeless activity in this home. On arrival, our crews found a vacant 2-story structure with a heavy fire.
The firefighter was transported to the hospital for heat-related injuries, but is expected to be okay. They are still working to figure out what exactly caused the spark, and officials say they are working with Fresno City Code Enforcement to board up any vacant homes. And another fire on North Roosevelt Avenue. This fire had 32 firefighters fight the blaze. 2 people were displaced from the damage that the home sustained. The fire started in the attic and then spread throughout the rest of the home. Now, firefighters say to tackle these fires where it's difficult to get crews into, they had to break down the ceiling.
We'll cover up everyone's belongings and try and do a really good job of salvaging what we can before we actually take the ceiling and drop all the ceiling down so that we can remove all that burning debris in the attic and then get it out of the house. So as a result of that, though, the house is no longer occupiable.
The 2 people that were displaced were placed with the American Red Cross to have a place to sleep and food for the night. No injuries were reported in this fire, and the cause is still under investigation. KC24 is your local weather authority. With another scorching day outside, people have been spending their time indoors. Rhett Rodriguez has more from the Maya Cinemas in Fresno.
Is there any other way to beat the heat than with a nice big bucket of popcorn, a cool icy, and take in a new movie? Movie theaters across the valley serve as an air-conditioned oasis during the valley's latest heat wave.
Obviously, it's like 108. Then I come inside and it feels better that you go in the movie theater.
Assistant manager of Maya Cinemas, Hope Torres, says they keep it cold for the comfort of their customers.
We like to keep it pretty cool, around 70 degrees. We'll always have the ACs on in all the auditoriums, in the lobby, in the hallways.
70 degrees is a dream for Leslie Baca, who spends most of her time outside.
My job involves being outdoors, like
after-school activities, so being inside, it's really nice. I get cold easily.
Baca isn't the only one who gets cold inside the movies. Many could be seen bringing blankets and jackets inside. This weekend may be busy because of the new movie releases, but Torres still credits a good amount of moviegoers to the hot temperatures.
In the heat, people usually just come up, walk up, say, they're like, hey, what are you guys playing? They want to see whatever's available.
Rhett Rodriguez, KC24, local news that matters.
Yeah, I might go watch a movie too. And with another weekend of blistering heat baking most of the state, PG&E is preparing to meet the demand on the power grid to avoid any potential rolling blackouts. The company says that they are working with the state's energy agencies and they're doing their part to ensure safe and reliable electric service this summer, like enhancing the power grid and adding an additional 700 megawatts to the battery storage. They're also modifying proud figure in the Armenian community and someone who dedicated their life to their country and its people was finally laid to rest today. Richard Hovhannisyan was born in Tulare in 1932 and he eventually earned his doctorate degree from UCLA where he taught for 60 years. He was granted a national funeral right here in the Central Valley for his dedication at Holy Trinity Apostolic Church. The national flag was placed over his casket, and he wrote dozens of books and continued to push forward to the forefront of the world's headlines.
To a giant in history of the Republic of Armenia, where he authored so many books, forging forward the issue of the Armenian cause.
He received honors from the Armenian Church and many organizations, a crowning achievement, recording close to 1,000 oral histories from Armenian genocide survivors. And the collection now housed at the Shoah Foundation at USC. And first, the Powerball, now the Mega Millions, is nearing $1 billion jackpot after no one matched all 6 numbers last night. 8 winners did get 5 numbers, including a winning ticket sold in Southern California, and that person won just over $600,000. But the jackpot for the Mega Millions has once again rolled over, and now it's sitting at $820 million, and the next drawing will be Tuesday.
Another hot day in the valley, and triple digits did continue. 107 in Madera and Fresno and 103 Visalia. We take a look at your 4-day allergy forecast brought to you by Boz Allergy. Your top pollens are juniper and grass and will be in the moderate category through Wednesday. I'll have your complete forecast coming up right after this.
There are terrific stories highlighting education across the valley.
Stories of remarkable students and teachers, innovative programs and curricula
dedicated to improving our communities.
The Fresno County Superintendent of Schools and KC24 are committed to sharing these achievements
through stories that focus on educational excellence in our community.
Education Matters, Mondays at 6:30 on KC24, local news that matters.
Made possible by EECU, Fresno State, and Chevron.
Why wait until November when Black Friday deals are going on now at Ashley? Take advantage of low monthly payments with 0% interest through July 2028, in-store only. Plus, shop doorbusters starting at just $2.99. Shop and save today, only at Ashley.
Hey, stop. Found it.
Can I get ruling?
Don't beg. It's unbecoming.
Is that good? I can't tell.
There's no such thing as out of bounds. Find adventure at the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event.
At Long John Silver's, our $6 shrimp baskets will save you from the sea of sandwich sameness. Whether they're fried to golden perfection or sizzling on the grill, our $6 shrimp baskets will have you hooked. Order online at longjohnsilvers.com. This year.
Some days your body is a temple, and some days the temple wants sugar. You might relieve stress naturally on Monday and plan for it on Tuesday. Because being human isn't always so fries or salad. Sometimes it's both. So relax with essential oils or a glass of Cab. Fall asleep with melatonin and wake up to caffeine. With traditional medicine and alternative remedies, there's no wrong way to treat life at Rite Aid. Come into Rite Aid today for your shingles vaccine. Schedule ahead or just walk in.
It's 24 for 24 Friday nights at Island Water Park. Night slides, awesome activities, DJ music, and more. The only way to get this exclusive TV price is to scan this code. 24 for 24 Friday nights at Island Water Park, sponsored by KC24.
Shop best-selling mattresses at Black Friday prices now at Ashley with 0% interest through July 2028 in-store only. And save $1,000 on select Sealy mattresses. For better sleep and savings, visit your local Ashley store and experience Black Friday in July. Only at Ashley.
Welcome back. Normally we take a look at your weather headlines, but right now we're going to look at the excessive heat warning put out by the National Weather Service. Right now it's all for the San Joaquin Valley. This was issued today at 7:53 at night, and tomorrow it will last until tomorrow at 11 p.m. So ultimately, it's just not a great day to go outside tomorrow, especially with this excessive heat warning put out by the National Weather Service. We do take a look at our weather headlines. It'll be extremely hot tomorrow, meaning that excessive heat warning. A break from the triple digits is coming, but it's only going to last for a little while, and we'll have heat and dry conditions will continue. And of course, it is the summer. There will be more sunshine on the way. Our Valley Cam brought to you by Eagle Mountain Casino. This is just outside our KC24 studios. We look outside, nothing really going on too much. Ultimately, it's just the end of another hot night in the valley. Our temperatures right now, we're hanging on somewhere in the low 90s to mid 80s. You can see Fresno, we're hanging on at 93, Visalia 87, and Madera 82. So might not want to open your window tonight when going to sleep, but ultimately it is still pretty hot. Our futurecast shows some clouds coming into the area, but that's not really going to help us because we do still see triple digits in the forecast, and honestly, it's going to have a little bit of that muggy feeling. Our high today, as we take a look, our high was 108. It is above average, it's 10 degrees above average at 98, but the record, which was set back in 2006, is 112. So we weren't too far off of that, but we still are continuing to see triple digits in the forecast. Our sunrise tomorrow will be at 5:57 in the morning, and our sunset will be at 8:13. So we are starting to see those days get shorter and shorter gradually. Our air quality for the valley, most of the valley, is going to be in that unhealthy for sensitive groups. Tulare County, you are going to be in that unhealthy group, unfortunately, so we will keep an eye on that. Our valley temperatures overnight, we're going to look, everyone's going to be somewhere in the upper 60s to low 70s, 69 in Hanford, 72 in Selma, 68 in Madera, 70 in Chowchilla, and 70 in Merced. And we're going to flip it over to tomorrow, and this is where we see all the scorching heat come in. Merced 101, Chowchilla 104, Madera 105, Selma 107, Hanford, you're also going to match that at 107. Corcoran, you're going to be the same. Tulare, just a tick down at 106, and Delano 106. So ultimately, we're still seeing those really hot conditions into tomorrow. Tonight, forecast for Fresno and Clovis area, we're going to see a low of 79 degrees overnight, partly cloudy skies. So honestly, that heat is still going to linger around as we go through the night. Tomorrow, a high of 109. That is the extreme heat we're going to see, and 5 to 10 mile-per-hour winds. Honestly, it's going to feel a little bit like a hairdryer going into that, so you kind of don't want to be outside in that heat. As we look in Sunday, and for tomorrow, I said 109. Monday, we're going to go just down to 103, and that's going to continue through Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, we will be at 102. Thursday, we'll drop down to 101. And then finally, we do see an end to the triple digits on Friday. Friday and Saturday, we will see at 99 degrees. That's going to do it for your KC24 Local Weather Authority forecast. Now we're going to throw it back to Jen.
All right, thanks, Brett. I'm looking forward to some 90s again. Angelique Martinez joins us now with what's coming up in sports.
Yeah, Jen, NFL training camp is underway for some teams, and Jake Haener is experiencing his first in the league. We hear from his former head coach, Jeff Tedford, on what he expects from Haener. More on that next in Sports Central.
President's Club's White Hot Summer Night raised over $625,000 to help local cancer patients receive cancer care at Community Cancer Institute. Thank you to our major sponsors for making this event such a success. See you next year.
KC24 News is brought to you in part by Castle Air Museum in Atwater.
Set summer in motion with the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet, like the CR-V and the Accord. Both with available hybrid powertrains, designed to deliver more thrilling performance and more innovative tech. Make every adventure more electrifying with Honda, the most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
With our Valley heat, you need a whole house fan from the Whole House Fan Company Central Valley. A whole house fan brings instant comfort throughout your home, improves indoor air quality, eliminates odors, extends the life of your AC system, and can drastically slash your AC bill. Right now, the first 25 installs get up to $600 off select models. Why suffer the Valley heat when you can call the most experienced professionals and installer at Whole House Fan Company Central Valley, making home cool and comfortable since 1982.
Welcome. Meet Lisa and Keith. Don't let the wide smile fool you. They're miserable. They work, they have kids, they escape. The Table Mountain Casino Resort.
Hey, the kids are texting.
Enjoy the sweet life before all the fun downstairs.
What's your location?
I'm taking Talbot to 111, or maybe they'll just stay in. An epic night of pampering.
Hey, don't you work here?
Hey, we all need a break. Table Mountain Casino Resort.
The most common form of dementia is Alzheimer's. At Oasis Adult Day Program, we really focus on keeping your body and mind moving. So the more cognitive stimulation and exercise you do, the slower Alzheimer's or dementia progresses. Our whole purpose is to offer a safe and engaging environment so your loved one is able to have fun while you are getting your much-needed break. To learn more, call 559-224-9121.
Now, Sports Central, presented by Toyota.
Former Fresno State quarterback Jake Haener is in training camp with the Saints. The rookies reported on July 18th. Veterans and fellow ex-Bulldog Derek Carr report this Tuesday. We saw some video of Haener in action at Saints OTAs a few weeks back. Now the former Fresno State QB is preparing for his first NFL training camp. At Mountain West Media Days this past week in Las Vegas, Jeff Tedford shared he spoke with Jake recently, and he's ready to play at the next level.
You know, obviously in the preseason, he'll probably get some playing time, and but as I know Jake's going to be highly prepared for what he does. He's very competitive. He will understand what's going on, and I think has all the tools and gifts to be very successful. So, obviously, wish the best for him.
Jake Haener was at Mountain West Media Days last year. This year, representing the offense was senior wide receiver Eric Brooks. He went from a walk-on to a two-time Mountain West champion. He scored 3 touchdowns last season, one against Pac-12 power USC. The starting receiver spots are now open, and Brooks has the opportunity to take over.
Think about, this is going into my last season, so just reflecting on my whole journey when I first came up here. Didn't know much, didn't know what to expect, didn't know what to get out of it. But just hoping that, I can contribute to, a college football team in any way that I could, get on the field, make those big plays, hear my name called, score touchdowns. And so just seeing, just reflecting back, looking back on each little progress that I made each season to get better as a football player, it's been really cool to see.
Checking in with our Valley minor league teams, the Grizzlies were the lowriders tonight. Fresno beat Modesto 4-3. The Grizz are 7-3 in their last 10 games. Meanwhile, in Visalia, the Rawhide suffered a 10-4 loss to Inland Empire. The Hide have lost 2 straight. Both teams continue their series tomorrow. In the MLB, Dodgers continuing their series on the road at the Texas Rangers. Top of the third, 3-1 game. Freddie Freeman under it with a shot out to right field for the solo home run. His 19th homer of the year makes it 4-1 Dodgers. Later on, LA is up by 4 runs in the top of the 4th thanks to a Max Muncy home run. Freddie is at it again, a blast to right field for a 2-run shot this time. It's now a 7-1 game. Later in the inning, JD Martinez wants in on the fun. Up to bat, he gets under it, sending a high fly ball out to left field, over the wall, another 2-run home run. Dodgers raking in this one with 5 homers. LA dominates the Rangers in Game 2, 16-3. Taking a look at some more scores from around the MLB, the Giants suffered their 4th straight loss tonight on the road in D.C. The Nationals beat San Francisco 10-1. Over in Anaheim, the Angels were shut out by the Pirates. Pittsburgh takes it 3-0. After sweeping the Yankees, the Halos are on a 2-game losing skid. And that's going to do it for sports. KC24 News continues after this.
KC24 News is brought to you in part by Whole House Fan Company Central Valley.
This is the 2023 Nissan Rogue. With a surprisingly fuel-efficient VC turbo engine. You can go from 0 to fun in no time and leave basic far behind. The 2023 Nissan Rogue. Anything but basic.
Now get 0% financing for 36 months on select trims. Or get a low $419 per month lease on Rogue.
Experience some of the greatest planes in history up close and in person at Castle Air Museum. Treat you and yours to our family annual membership, good for 1 year of free museum admission for parents and children from the same household. Plus 10% savings at our gift shop, all for just $125. We carry a wide selection of aviation apparel, toys, books, mugs, display models, unique collector chocolate bars, and much more. Make a visit to Castle Air Museum and come be amazed.
For 75 years, Whitey's Pets has been helping you find your new best friend. We carry leading brands of dog and cat food at great prices. Our expert staff will help, whether you're just starting out or have years of schooling. Whitey's carries all the supplies and accessories your new friend needs to be happy and healthy. Shy friends, furry friends, slippery friends, friendly friends. Whitey's Pets, open every day. The best service and selection for 75 years. Say, how long is that in dog years?
Grab the keys to a new Toyota. Let's go! Go all in on full throttle fun. Get up and get out there in a capable Toyota SUV. Make this season one to remember. Get low 3.99% APR financing on the rugged RAV4 and spacious Highlander. Or lease a RAV4 hybrid for as low as $399 a month.
Grab the keys, let's go!
Toyota, let's go places.
This is KC24 News at 11.
The country and the world are on track for the hottest July on record. Priscilla Thompson reports from Houston, where it feels like 110 degrees today.
Tonight, the record heat wave growing more dangerous by the day. 13 states from coast to coast under brutal heat advisories. It's growing deadlier, too. Steve Curry died this week after trekking through Death Valley in 121 degrees. His wife, Rima, still in shock.
He thought he was prepared for it.
In Miami, officials on edge as tens of thousands flock to this weekend's Rolling Loud Music Festival amid a 42-day streak of a 100-plus degree heat index.
We just got in the gate, y'all. It was so hot.
And in Phoenix, where it got above 110 for the 3rd week in a row.
Plus, this has a lot of ice in it, too.
Water stations set up to combat dehydration. The misery now heading to the Midwest and the Plains. Dallas could hit 104. Also in the bullseye, Minneapolis expected to reach 99. And in Kansas City, Missouri, a steamy 97.
$7.15.
In Houston today, where temperatures felt like 110 degrees, vendors at this farmer's market say the heat's taking a toll on their profits. How is the heat impacting business?
Here at the farmer's market, I think the heat is keeping the customers away. Trying to keep crops growing is becoming very challenging.
As the South bakes, torrential rain flooding Boston's Fenway Park last night, suspending their game against the Mets. Take a look at this. Stunned fans watch as water rushed down the ballpark staircase. And 1 week after floods rushed into a Philadelphia suburb, police in Pennsylvania said yesterday they believe they recovered the body of a toddler who was swept away. Her baby brother still missing, as this summer of severe weather continues to claim lives.
Your health matters. That's why I started Buddy Check 24 years ago. Every month, I'll keep reminding you to call your buddy for life-saving self-exams. Go to yourcentralvalley.com and download our app. Celebrate 24 years of Buddy Check 24.
Ooh, there's only 2 chairs left. You better hurry.
get there in no time? That's what you'd expect from the ultimate electric driving machine.
Not today, brother.
Go, 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 go.
You got this.
Mom? You snooze, you lose.
C'est la vie, as I always say.
Dad, you've never said that before. Never. The BMW Electric Summer On Sales event is on now. Lease the 2023 BMW i4 eDrive 35 for $499 per month, now through July 31st.
Join the CHP family as a commercial vehicle inspection specialist and help protect our community's roadways today and in the future. Ready to apply? Scan the code or visit jointhechp1000.com.
Wherever you go, wherever you stay, all you need is one key. Earn and use rewards across Expedia, Hotels.com, and Vrbo.
He's a decorated U.S. veteran and a former high-ranking intelligence officer at the Pentagon. And now he's blowing the whistle on something extraordinary. What is the truth about UFOs? He talks to News Nation, Sunday at 9/8 Central. Monday, is the government hiding UFO intel? A top defense official under Presidents Clinton and Bush, Christopher Mellon, says yes and explains what he's seen and heard about UFO crash materials and what the government's been doing with them. A News Nation exclusive, Monday on Cuomo.
St. Rest Baptist Church held a community block party this afternoon. They call it Rest Fest, and they had food vendors, water slides, giveaways, and even a school supply giveaway. Organizers say it's a way to give back to the community, handing out free backpacks and supplies as kids head back to school in a couple of weeks. And a good turnout at Valley Animal Center today for their annual Fun in the Sun event. The event was completely open to the public and, of course, pet friendly. There was everything from water slides, carnival games, live music, and all sorts of water activities to stay cool in this heat with your furry friends. Organizers say events like these help raise money for the center and help serve the community.
We can't do what we do without the help of the community out there. And if we can help the community cool off at the same time, it's a win-win for everybody. You get to help animals, you get to come out, have a good time.
And this event wrapped up at 8 o'clock. Taking a final look at our forecast for the week. Extreme heat tomorrow. On Sunday, we could possibly hit 109. A little bit of clearing by Monday. Slight drop in temperatures by a couple degrees, but heading through till Friday, we get still down to only that 99-degree mark. And hopefully next weekend, we'll see some more 90s. Our lows are in the 70s. That does it for us here on KC24 News. Have a wonderful evening. Good night.
Friday nights when the sun goes down, the fun is just getting started at Island Water Park. Join us for After Dark 6 to 10 for 24 with 24 Friday nights. Admission is just $24, half off the regular price when you scan this code. Scan now for an evening of fun, food, night slides, awesome activities, DJ music, and much more. The only way to get this exclusive TV price is to scan this code. 24 with 24 Friday nights 6 to 10 at Island Water Park, sponsored by KC24.
Water. All of life depends on it. Hotter, drier weather is now our reality.